Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for episode 3 of The Outer Worlds. And it is time to head into Edgewater. Sneak attacks. Previewing items in locked containers. Ooh, that sounds useful. Edgewater discovered. They have garbage cubes. Cantina specials. Hot meals, cold meals, live music when available. Day-old salt tuna, 2 bits off. Sounds lovely. We have a mysterious-looking guard there. Got some alleyways, I suppose.
Keep your distance, friend. Sick house is no place for a traveler.
Ah. That's what that is. Probably don't want to go in there then. It's got a barber shop. That was one of the people we needed to talk about fees.
Yep, 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Sounds lovely.
Spacer's Choice takes care of its own.
I'm sure they do. Spacer's Choice Cantina discovered. It's not quite where we're headed. What was that quest? Landing pad. Cannery. Barber shop. Okay, let's poke in the barber shop, I guess. Energy cells.
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Sure. Well, I would like to get something else to wear. Probably stop by the general store next, see if they have something less corpsey.
So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
Well, that doesn't sound like the work of a barber, exactly. But whatever.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
The what?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Okay. Well, he is being pretty dramatic.
Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Okay. What do you mean medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Well, just give him an IOU then.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Okay. We'll have to come back to that, I guess.
Much obliged.
Did that update the quest? Okay. Guess if we see Silas again later, we will mention that. Still having severe frame rate issues, so we are going to drop the visual effects further to medium. I'm going to leave the view distance up. Okay, that's a bit better. It's above 30 at least. Oh yeah, we're going to pop into the general store I saw here. See if they have something to wear.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to see if he has any clothing. Merchant skill. Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Alright. Sleep deprivation. You're tired and you need to sleep. In supernova difficulty, you must sleep on your ship every day to prevent exhaustion. Without sleep, your exhaustion will get worse over time in 4 stages, reducing your temperament, intelligence, and strength at each stage before eventually death. Okay. Good to know. Worker outfit. Standard troop armor. Cannot afford that. Riot control armor. Well, I would like that, but I can't afford it. I wonder if we can sell enough junk. I barely have any money. And that's worth 9. Wow. I guess I can't sell the things that I'm using. Things are barely worth anything. I have rebuilt mining gear. Oh wait, that is the Marauder armor. Okay, so I'm going to just wear my hibernation suit then. Maybe they'll comment on that instead.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's chaw.
Okay.
Music to my ears.
Don't know if it's worth selling these even. Oh, they give bonus to stealth skills. I wonder if they actually, well, no, the Marauders attacked me anyway, so probably doesn't do anything with that. Now, what does he have for sale? It's a light assault rifle, a machine gun, another sawed-off shotgun, bypass shunt, tool used to hack computers. Oh, okay. It's good to know. armor and weapon parts. What are these things? Maxwell. Maxwell, the silver hammer, was built with extra weight for crushing hits to the head and other weak spots, but isn't well balanced for smooth swings. Cost 4,000 bits. We have a quiet muscler mod. Extendo sight. Ranged weapon mod. Sight. 2x scope. Okay. Would be nice to construct myself a sniper rifle. Power grip. Restricted stock. Cannot purchase this restricted stock. Huh. I wonder what... how you get that. We can sell junk. It's pretty much just a necklace, I think. Gets us a few bits at least. Okay. I think we're gonna leave. It's a vending machine. It seems to be disabled. It's a locked door. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks. Bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you'll see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Okay, well I don't have enough to get through that door. And there is also a person watching, so probably don't want to do that anyway. There's the cannery, I'm guessing. There's two people over here.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
I'm not holding out hope.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
We don't get a lot of visitors.
Okay, I can tell. A bunch of propaganda posters. Lovely. What's this then? Is this some sort of temple? This looks like a church type thing.
Work fortifies the spirit.
I bet it does.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
What have you got to confess? You ain't thinking of deserting, are you?
What? No. And I resent the accusation.
Wasn't nothing but a question. Do excuse me.
I must be on my way. Verity to you.
Verity? Huh. It's somewhat intriguing. Ooh. What's this? It's not stealing, which means it's mine. It's a nice black skull. Ah, there you are.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto, at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Well, you seem slightly on the pessimistic side. I'm looking for a power regulator. How did you know I'm an outsider? That's probably a good place to start. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here? Can probably get you that later. I just thought of something else. No, I'm going to ask, how did you know I'm an outsider? Probably has something to do with my outfit, I would wager.
Not to put too fine a point on it, but your choice of wardrobe is not precisely common hereabouts. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal.
And there goes the pessimistic hint again. Seem quite dismissive of the common man for a spiritual leader. Yeah.
Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Okay. Well, it's probably... Well, that does have to be tough.
Yes, it is. But it's my job, and I take it very seriously. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Okay. What sort of spiritual advice do you offer here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Yeah. I do kind of want to know more about your religion.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
Okay. What does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
Ah. How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer, meditation, or what?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't sound very motivational.
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to Grand Architects ourselves, after a fashion.
Well, the problem with that is that to store all that information, I kind of need a universe to hold it.
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
I bet it does. Hey, I'm looking for a power regulator.
Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. I suggest you take such matters to Mr. Thompson in the cannery. Oh, and a word of warning. If you're considering wandering around outside the safety of the town, you'd best be cautious.
Well, yeah, I've done fine so far, for the most part.
The marauders I met when I ventured outside the walls might agree with you. Bastards snuck up on me while I was dutifully hunting for a banned book in a collector's library. Barely escaped with my life. But you see, one of the reasons I transferred here was to get my hands on that heretical text. If you managed to acquire it for me, I'd pay quite a handsome sum for the book.
Okay. What's this book?
So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M'Bakono handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious?
Well, Discretion is my middle name. Probably. Right. I can look for it.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Well, I'm interested in having a look at this book at the very least, so we'll see what happens afterwards. I'm going to have a look at that. Was that junk, that thing I picked up? It's a quest item. An OSI vial. Tastes like enlightenment. This might look nice in one of the crew's rooms on the Unreliable. Okay. Might pick up a religious crew member, I suppose. So the cannery is in this building over here. Hello?
You're safer inside the walls.
I'm inside the walls. I think. Oh. Nice. We're also looking for vending machine discovered. Ah, there. We're also looking for a person to request he pay his fees. Somewhere in here as well. Cannery worker. It's probably going to be named. Let's check out this vending machine. Taste of freedom. Vending machines. Vending machines offer a variety of items to purchase, mostly from one company. A hack skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased when you have high enough reputation with the associated faction, or a hack skill of 40 or higher. Ah, well that explains that. Spacer's Choice Insta-merch. Elite Troop Armor. Costs 500 bits. Might have to try to remember that and come back to purchase that at some point. Seems to be the only armor that's not a helmet available in the store. So we'll come back for that later. That's an elevator. It's an unlocked terminal. Nicopad, I don't know what that is. The Edgewater Saltuna Cannery terminal. Logs. Notice, the Edgewater Saltuna canning facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standard of health and safety. Notice, schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and or supervisor. Be considerate toward other member of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Right. Lost hours must be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble paying for your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. I don't think that's how that works, but whatever. That leads outside. Leads back into the factory. Suppose we're going in this elevator. Wonder why the town leader would be holed up in a cannery.
Miss Holcomb, I need to explain this aggressively. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's
technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It seems we've got a guest.
Oh.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Well, I didn't intend to. I was hoping to be able to move a little closer without interrupting the conversation, but I should have stayed put. I'll wait until you're finished.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Okay. Can start with introductions. Let's be polite.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Well, I don't work for you, so...
Of course, I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Well, my ship needs repairs, indeed.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Okay. Probably going to have to do something for him in return, or it's going to involve some danger. Maybe taking it from a different faction somewhere near here, or a competing colony or something. Competing company, probably.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Ah, that sounds suspicious.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Right. That's not particularly surprising. So we'll say number 2 sarcastically.
I am not trying to pull one over on you, friend. You were bound to run into them sooner or later. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Yeah, why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Well, number 3 is true.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Right.
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if she doesn't want to come back?
I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do.
My dad told me all about the plans. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, why not? You might die, but...
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, I guess we're going then. Companions. You've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help you in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. Can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. Some people may require completing another quest before they will assist you. You can check your quest log for dependencies. Oh dear. Okay, let's have a look at the companion ledger. Companion ledger. This companion ledger shows you everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, stats, status effects, and gear. To change your companion's gear, first select the item you want to swap out, then choose a compatible item to replace it with. You can also change how they behave in combat by selecting their preferred weapon, follow distance, and aggressiveness. All right, so you have a light pistol and an impact hammer. And for armor, you have mechanics overalls, which have better armor than I have. You have companions have a few perks, apparently. You have none of them unlocked at the moment. And here's your behavior. Weapon mixed, sure, mode aggressive, defensive, or passive. Passive only attacks targets the companion has been explicitly told to. Defensive, once told to attack a target, the companion continues to fight until combat is over. Aggressive, the companion always engages in attacks when the player enters combat. Set her to defensive. And this is where we're going to end the episode. So we're going to, I guess, head to the botanical lab. Next, maybe have some sightseeing in the meantime. I also need to drink. I just noticed the little bars in the top left there. I can also see that my companion has appeared there. There's also some buttons in the lower left. I'm not sure what they are. Oh, they might be... I don't know, actually. Seems my hydration is below half. So I'm guessing once the bar empties out, I'm going to die. potentially. Yeah. Probably want to do something about that. Kind of annoying that I can't see what is affecting me. Also need to stop by the ship to sleep. Oh, maybe the bars fill up actually. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm not hungry. And that bar is almost full. So it's probably that they empty. I've really paid attention to them before now. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to need to end the episode. I'm going to head back to the ship, buying something to drink on the way probably. And then we're going to come back afterwards for the next episode where we're going to go to the botanical lab. So with that, I will see you in the next episode.